part of a shared neighbourhood group with Choice in Arc Housing, and each year we come up with a new priority to help the people of Lisburn and to support the communities in Lisburn. Last year it was welfare, this year it was mental health, and we had prioritised suicide prevention as a possible thing that we could invest in and raise awareness of and get involved in. And the idea then was proposed to work with Ronan from Alps All Lives Are Precious suicide prevention charity, with a view to making a video to help by our young people, for young people and for their families, to help with suicide prevention and raise awareness. So that Choice in Arc funded it, and I led pulling together the schools then to get our students involved in making this wonderful creation.
Now today is not the first time that I have watched the video, but every time it hits the mark. I think it's a very emotive video, but in a really positive way, that opens up the conversation that we should be having with children and young people about suicide prevention. Well, of course we're delighted. We're delighted for the young people, delighted for ourselves that Carl is here, a great advocate for mental health and well-being, and a great advocate for young people generally. So we're delighted that he took the time, his own time, to be here to help us launch this. And it shows the young people how important this is for us in Northern Ireland.
It's a bit of a taboo subject. People are starting to open up more about their mental health issues and in particular suicide, and talking about that. But to have these kids put that together, to give advice as well for parents and what to do, and if this ever comes to their doorstep, I think it was a very powerful and moving 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah, really, really good.
We would like more parents to kind of take into consideration this could be going through their child's mind, even though it might not be a possibility or they might not think it. But even if there's a few warning red flags and they ask the uncomfortable question, as we said, and the answer is yes, we'd like someone to know what to be able to do, kind of what's the precautions of what could happen.
Signs and symptoms, and after today, seeing that the local authority and all those different organisations here today, we now know that it is going to be going further and it's going to be reaching more people, so then they will have an understanding of how to cope with it.
I think times are changing, and I think that with each generation people are coming more open to the idea that everybody has mental health, and sometimes it's not always good. I think that I would hope that my kids are comfortable enough, if they're really struggling with something, that they would come to me or my wife Christine and open up about it. Maybe my generation maybe weren't so keen to open up about it, because still at that time we were being told if you have an issue, just get over it, or he needs a kick up the backside or something like that. But times are changing. But I think that there was a lot of good sound advice, practical advice that can be used by parents and older people to help the younger generation.